Hi friends, I'm Miss Sherri with Ventura County Library. Thank you for joining me tonight for Bedtime Stories. While we wait for a few more friends to join us, I'll tell you a silly joke. Why are Dalmatians bad at hide and seek? Why are Dalmatians bad at hide and seek? Because they're always spotted. All right, friends, let's warm up with a stretch. Let's open our arms up wide and give the world a hug. And then wrap yourself up tight and give yourself a hug. And open your arms up wide and give the world a hug. And wrap yourself up tight and give yourself a hug. And look at all these beautiful flowers. Let's pick some and smell the flowers. And grab a bubble wand and blow the bubbles. Smell the flowers. Blow the bubbles. Last time, let's smell the flowers. And blow the bubbles. Okay, what do we do to get ready for bedtime? Let's see, got to brush our teeth really good, tops and bottoms way in the back, and wash our face or take a bath. What else? Pajamas. Pajamas, we definitely need pajamas, and maybe a special lovey. But we always have to read books and sing songs. So let's sing our song about reading together. You can sing it with me, okay? On 3. 1, 2, 3. The more we read together, 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 the more we read together, the happier we'll be. Read big books and small books and short books and tall books. The more we read together, the happier we'll be. Nice singing, friends. We are going to read 2 very fun stories tonight, and all of our stories have a mouse or mice. Our first story is called City Mouse, Country Mouse by Maggie, Rudy. And this is a classic story. Let's see. Oh, there's our friends. That must be City Mouse and Country Mouse right there. I wonder what they'll do together. And thank you to Henry Holt for allowing us to read this story tonight. One summer day, Tansy Mouse was weeding her strawberry patch when she spotted a gray caterpillar. "Got you, Mr. Fuzzy," she said and pounced. See Tansy? There's the caterpillar. "Ah!" squeaked a voice. "My tail!" The 2 little mice gaped at each other. Then they burst out laughing. "Who are you?" said Tansy. "I'm William Gray," said the mouse. "And you scared the pants off me." "I'm sorry," said Tansy, and they sat down to talk and eat strawberries. There was so much to talk about. William was a city mouse, and Tansy had never been beyond the crowded beyond the next field. He told her about the shops and cafes, the crowded sidewalks, the sounds and smells that filled the air. "It's so exciting," he said. "I could never live anywhere else." In the soft hum of the summer day, Tansy tried to imagine life in the city. "The country is better," she said. "Come on, I'll show you." And she pulled Will to his feet and led him into her world. Birds sang and bees buzzed, and the air was soft and sweet. Tansy lifted her nose and sniffed. Just smell the freshness, she said. All day the new friends wandered through the leafy green land, talking and laughing. At last Will looked up. The sun is getting so low, he said. I'd better be going. But I'll miss you, said Tansy. I'll miss you too, said Will. I miss you already. They looked sadly at each other, and then they shook paws, and he walked away. He goes. It can be sad saying goodbye to friends. But Will hadn't gone far before he turned back. Come with me, he said. It'll be an adventure. Tansy looked around. The country would still be there when she got back. Let's go, she said, and they set off towards the city. There they are. Oh, there's lots of big buildings in the city. Oh, wow, and a lot more people, too. So much going on. Every day, there was so much to see and do in the city. Every day they talked about their dreams and planned their adventures. They were the best of friends. But Tansy was homesick. She missed the song of the crickets and the sweet grassy scent of the meadow. Let's go back, she said to Will. It's so crowded here and it's too noisy. I could never leave the city, said Will. It's exciting. The country is too quiet for me. But Tansy packed her bag and left. Back home in the country, Tansy felt the soft air and heard the sweet sound she had longed for. But nothing seemed quite as wonderful without Will. Alone in the city, Will missed his friend. The days passed and the heat of summer gave way to chilly fall. The strawberry leaves shriveled in the frost, and Tansy made jam with the last of the berries. Oh, how I wish I could share this with Will, she thought. In the city, Will looked for Tansy in every face. I'll just go visit for a day, he thought. The city will still be here when I get back. So early the next morning, he began the long journey back to Tansy. But when he was halfway there, whom did he see? Who was it? It was Tansy. I missed you, they said at the same time and burst out laughing. The two friends walked arm in arm through the little one-street town and went into the cafe for tea and cake. I like it here, said Tansy. I do too, said Will. It's not quiet like the country, and it's not quite like the city. It's in between, said Tansy. Let's stay here, they both said at once. So Tansy and Will settled into the halfway town. It was just big enough for one grocery shop, one bookstore, and one cafe. It was close enough to the city that they could visit when Will got restless, and it was no further to the country when Tansy longed for the sights and smells of home. They lived next door to each other, and between their houses they planted a strawberry patch. They met every morning to talk about their dreams and plan their adventures. And Tansy and Will, the best of friends, lived mousily ever after. And that was the sweet story of City Mouse, Country Mouse. Even friends who are different from us, we can find common ground, can't we? The very sweet story. All right, friends, we know another story about a mouse too that we don't need a book to tell. We can tell it to each other through a rhyme, and we're going to do some clapping. So even if you don't remember the words to Little Clapping Mouse, at the end of each line, you can clap twice like this. Okay? So sing and or clap with me. Behind the tree and under the house, there lived a teeny, tiny mouse. She loved to sing, she loved to tap, but most of all, she loved to clap. She clapped all night, she clapped all day, she clapped to frighten the cat away. Frighten the cat away. That's a fun one. We think we did a good job scaring the cat away. Mouse is safe and sound in her home. We have another story about another mouse, and it's so quiet. A not so quiet going to bed book. So I don't think it's going to be quiet. Oop, and there's another little mouse. Let's see what this mouse gets up to. And this is by Sherri Duskey Rinker. And thank you to Chronicle Books for allowing us to share this story tonight. Oh, it looks like they're maybe out in the country here, and it's so quiet. Down, down, down. The sun drops behind the hill. The farm is falling quiet. Everything is still. Sh, sh, sh. The moths brush against the light, and click turns the lamp off. Now there's nothing but night. It's so quiet. It's too quiet! In a little bed, in a little house, is a sleepy mama and a very sleepless mouse. Hush, says Mama, settle down now, not a peep. The small sweet sounds of nighttime will whisper you to sleep. Listen. Okay, so let's listen for the sounds. Grrr, grrr. Bullfrog sings through the thicket. Chirp, 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 chime in all the crickets. Squeal, rat, tat, blows the old screen door. Tip, tap, hound dog's tail beats the floor. Whoosh, sings the breeze through the trees. Bloop, bloop, bloop. That's Granddad's snore. Snort, bloop, bloop, even louder than before. Woo, woo. Drowsy barn owl speaks. The old farmhouse squeaks. Oh, howls Coyote, miles from the house. Up goes the window. What was that? Wonders Mouse. Grrr, grrr. Bullfrog sings through the thicket. Chirp, 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 chime in all the crickets. Squeal, rat, tap, blows the old screen door. Tip, tap, hound dog's tail beats the floor. Whoosh, sings the breeze through the trees. Snort, bloop, bloop, that's Granddad's snore. Snort, bloop, bloop, even louder than before. Hoo, hoo, drowsy barn owl speaks. Grrrk, the old farmhouse squeaks. Ow, howls the coyote, miles from the house. Up goes the window. What was that? Wonders Mouse. Croak, croak, bullfrog sings through the thicket. Chirp, 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 chime in all the crickets. Squeak, tap, tap, blows the old screen door. Tip, tap, hound dog's tail beats the floor. Whoosh, whoosh, sings the breeze through the trees. Snort, bloop, bloop, that's Granddad's snore. Snort, bloop, bloop, even louder than before. Hoo, hoo, drowsy barn owl speaks. Crick, the old farmhouse squeaks. Ow, howls Coyote Miles from the house. Up goes the window. Be quiet, I'm trying to sleep, bellows Mouse. Shut, shut, shut. The moths brush against the light. A click turns off the lamp. Now there's nothing but the night. It's so quiet. That's a fun story by Sherri Duskey Rinker called It's So Quiet. Sometimes it can be hard to fall asleep, especially if we think we hear sounds. But hopefully you'll have a lovely, quiet, sleepy, happy dream. Draw a circle on your forehead and pop in that good dream. Let's see. I think cotton candy on the beach on a summer day. It sounds sticky and fun. All right, friends, let's do our bedtime rhyme. We're going to start with how many? 1 fluffy quilt for my bed. 2 soft pillows for my head. 3 teddy bears to hold on tight. 4 kisses for a restful night. And 5 big hugs. And out goes the light. Good night, friends. I hope you have sweet dreams, and we'll see you at the next story time.